viewers, welcome once again to Prestigious Talk Show. I'm your host, Faith Dodo. Before we start our show for today, I'd like to welcome our live audience. Woo! As I've indicated on previous shows, we'll be discussing various topics and issues. As such, if you have any topic of interest, please feel free to communicate your ideas through our social media outlets. You can email us at info@prestigiousfittings.com. Leave your comments on our YouTube channel, Prestigious Talk Show. And lastly, connect with us on Instagram. That brings me to our topic for today, which was suggested by one of our viewers. The topic may seem hilarious, but it is the reality of what happens in our everyday life. Hence the reason why our viewers asked for us to address the topic of hygiene in order to create awareness on hygiene and also to talk about the effects of hygiene. Our main focus is going to be on personal hygiene, which concerns the body in general. Some of the main aspects of personal hygiene we'll be discussing include the mouth, underarm, feet, bottom, navel, back of ear, etc. Although these are some of the body parts that we are mainly focusing on today, because there are still other parts of the body that are not listed. First, I'll start by defining hygiene. What is hygiene? The definition I'll offer is clearly an opinionated definition, but nevertheless, it will help direct our discussion for today. For me, hygiene can be defined as keeping ourselves and environment clean to prevent us from having any form of disease, sickness, or even being isolated from other people because of lack of hygiene. We would like our audience to tell us some of their experiences on this issue. Overall, it seems we might have all come across someone in our lives that have had strong body odor, either from family, friends, co-worker, classmates, in relationship, or even in public transportation or public spaces. It is important that we are all aware of our body and also think about the fact that we are always surrounded by people. Therefore, it is important that we make people around us feel comfortable. Hygiene may also vary depending on culture. The first thought that may come to your mind is that they are probably lacking hygiene, and still we can't confront them with this issue or tell them how they can help themselves to prevent this problem. Probably the audience can shed light on this.
In such a situation, I just draw myself back and I try to avoid that person. Because again, a lot of people find it difficult when you try to correct them. One or two things that they do wrong or something, they try to take offense. So in that situation, I just try to avoid and just walk away. That's what I do.
It's better to just tell someone super close to the person so that you can help talk to that person about the hygiene. It's just trying to pass your message down to the person in a lovely way.
Why do you think it is difficult to sometimes confront people with this issue? Instead of confronting that person, why do people prefer to gossip about it behind their back?
I would rather go to the person to actually explain to them
in a very polite manner to say, this is how I feel about, your personality or the way you come out in public. So if there's any way you could actually sort it out, it would be fine. I'm not here to actually make you feel bad or bring down your self-esteem. I'm just here to actually let you know that it's better for me to tell you now than for you to go outside there to just go embarrass yourself. So it's what I will do for sure. Thank you.
When it has to do with approaching people to talk about something as sensitive and delicate as hygiene, for example, speaking about someone's body odor in a public place. You just met someone in a public place and then you want to talk to the person about the person's body odor. It's actually very dicey because I feel people might not take it the way I might take it. If I want to suggest, I would say if you have someone who you are close to and the person, you discover the person has improper hygiene, as a gesture of love, you should reach out to the person and speak with the person and talk with the person and try to make the person imbibe proper hygiene habits so that the person can, or other people can be comfortable around the person and the person can also be comfortable around people as well. That's my own opinion.
Well, as for me, I feel unease around the person, even if the person has so much to offer, like knowledge-wise and stuff. I feel uncomfortable and run away from the person, which is pretty much bad, because I would have been able to get some knowledge or some answers from that particular person, but I can't just stay because I can't communicate to the person.
Our next question is, do you think it is important to tell those we love about it? Although one of our audience here has just touched on it. As they say, open rebuke is better than secret love. Or you feel it becomes a problem when it bothers others around them. Let's review some signs to know that you may lack hygiene. One of the signs is when you are close to someone and they are gradually drifting away, is a sign that you lack hygiene. Use of hand gesture, avoid coming too close, smell from the body, bad breath, smell from clothing, too much hair in any hidden area, etc. Depression, emotional, psychological, e.g. reduces self-confidence. It also reduces ego. It causes self-hate, loneliness, anger. So however, we have some suggested solution to hygiene. One of the solutions is tell someone about it if you feel comfortable doing so. It is very important to do that. Accept constructive feedback instead of getting angry. Seek expert help if it is beyond your power. Take a shower daily. I want you to remember it is somebody that cares about you that can tell you about your hygiene. Please do not take it personally. Instead, try and make changes. The only constant thing in life is change. I encourage every one of you to be open and willing to change. I would like to thank our live audience for coming to our show, and also thank our viewers for taking their time to watch this episode. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for our next episode. Remember,
you are not